Good afternoon to everyone. My name is P. Chandar. I am an assistant professor in the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering. So now I have selected the topic today is there is a counter, right? So this is the asynchronous counter. So asynchronous counter means the flip flops are the clock is independent here, right? This is a common clock is we are not giving to the all flip flop because the second stage of the flip flop clock is depends on the first stage of other. So here separate clocks we are using to the flip flop. So this counter will be used in a computers to count or control or interface any devices. So we are using the counters. So you have taken the asynchronous counter here, and this is a 3-bit counter, right? So I am using this counter. Asynchronous counter is designed using the D flip flop. So here I have given drawn the figure, and now the clock is first clock is applied here, and the second flip flop clock is from the first stage of the complement output. Similarly for the third stage of the, and this flip flops are the 1-bit storage. So we have taken the 3-bit. So 3 flip flop we have connected. So we are storing the 3-bit data, right? So now we can check the counter how will be count. Now the D is connected to the Q bar, and this Q bar is again connected to the clock of the second flip flop. So now when we are giving the clock pulse, so these flip flops are sequential circuits. So they will work on the edge trigger, right? So actually latches is a work on the level of trigger. So this flip flop is work in a edge trigger. So when we are applying the clock pulse, then our output is now D is connected to Q bar. So initially the QA, QB and QC are 0, 0 and Q bar are 1, 1, 1, right? So now when this clock pulse we are applying, our output equal to D. So when Q is equal to D. So now Q is become 1 because D is connected to Q bar. So here we are getting 1. Again second clock pulse, again we have the 1. So it is the clock is given applied. So here also we are getting the 1, and in the third case also we are getting the 1. For the second clock pulse, now Q is 1, so Q bar is 0. So now your output equal to 0 in this case, right? For the second flip flop, the clock is 0, so there is no change in the output. And for the third also there is no change in a clock equivalent and clock, so output is same, right? So again if we are applying the third clock pulse, then this becomes 1, right? So it is 0, so this is 1. When we are applying the third clock pulse, this Q becomes 1, right? So this is, we are applying the 1 clock pulse, so 0, and third one there is no changes. So we will get 1, 0, 1. Again we are applying the clock pulse, similar way, so we will get the continuous decrement in the counter. Okay. So this is the down counter. Here we are down counting the decreasing in the counter here from 1, 1, 1 to say up to we will get the 0, 0, 0. Okay. So now for the up counter, the clock is taken from the Q, right? So in this case, in a down counter, the clock is taken from the Q bar complement of the output, and here the clock is second flip flop clock is depends on the output of the first flip flop. So now again we can check the result. Whether we are applying the clock pulse here, right? Then our output equal to, again there is a D, and D is again connected to the Q bar. So here you can see